post-war flat, develop it into something you could never buy back. It's severed then, London's turned into some stocks and shares where all of the cares are placed in hand that property bears.
Me and Thomas were packed into the Scooby. Surly on the back, so yeah, really pleased. Just about to go to a glacier. Just another day with Thomas. We heard there's some wildlings that need saving, so we're going to go north of the wall, sort out the White Walkers, be back home for tea. The thing that's so scary about these glaciers, and you don't get a sense of this when you watch it on TV maybe, or unless you're actually here in person, is that the glacier is like alive. You can hear it creaking and cracking and noises, and it just makes the whole thing sound like a sort of organism almost, like it has like a beating heart, and that's pretty incredible, albeit quite nerve-wracking as well. Right, we're going to get away now because with the wind we are actually drifting towards this monster. Thomas has just told me whilst we're leaving that this is the most prone glacier to fall into the water, so he didn't tell me that before we went out. I don't think he likes me. Behind us is completely clear. In front of us, I just expect the Black Pearl from Pirates of the Caribbean to come out of this. Just back from the kayak, gonna go and grab them in a second, but total whiteout. It's gone 2 in the morning. We're at our next location. Thomas is on some dinner.
To persevere, the purpose is clear. People are not welcome here, so pick up your kids and move to the sticks, cause it's a rich man's city and it don't give a shit about your community, cause you're a nuisance and are soon to be evicted, left with tidbits but no dignity, don't get no sympathy.
After that I have something like this. So this is like solbär, it's like blackberry. They usually sell this in the ski areas in the winter.
So like it's like an energy sort of thing. Yeah. Cheers anyway, man. Thanks very much for another awesome day. Thank you.
Business is business and business is vicious, so they just act with impunity, selling high-rise apartments size of a drinks carton on the market for 2 mil. What a bloody bargain, they must be laughing all the way to the bank when you're left with pockets empty, counting pennies in your hand now.
Head up further into the mountains, gonna get some calories on, some coffee on the go, pasta's cooking away.
And then we can go and look at this area.
That's why fat bikes were invented. Is that flat?
No problem.
Do you know what's funny? I just on the GoPro, I just said, that's what fat bikes are about, and it just went
I will take it easy now.
So we just stopped at this waterfall, and Thomas is going to go and get us some more drinking water.
Where are you going?
To the road.
What road?
On the other side of the mountain.
What mountain?
This mountain.
The nearest road is over there, but...
Yeah, that's where we're coming from.
Oh, you're coming from there?
Yeah, so we're just carrying the bikes over.
Okay, good luck.
Yeah, we have a tent and everything, so.
Yes, I suppose so.
We're just working out our way around this mountain. A Norwegian woman just told us she's never seen bikes in this area and it's impossible, so we're rising to the challenge.
Yeah, so we're going to Storestølen.
Okay, cool. So it says it on the sign, so
Yeah.
people hike it.
Yeah, so yeah, people hike it. It's no problem. It's the locals, they're scared.
Thomas is a different breed of Norwegian. If they say he can't, he has to be able to do it.
Well, I heard that Mr. Developer made a hell of a profit. I hope to hell that it's playing up on his conscience. He's constantly seeking that overseas investment, but he never sees.
We've just finished up for the day. Thomas, how do you feel?
Yeah, very well.
It is a beautiful place to camp. Oh no, one of the beers has exploded in my pannier. There's one.
Totally empty?
Yeah.
Here, is that totally empty? It's all wet.
Yeah. Clean out the bags. That's okay. Thomas is eating some caviar paste on rye bread, and we've got some oxo cubes, a range of nuts, and some crazy sugar drinks. It's a bit windy outside.
fresh as a daisy. Oh. Last night was so windy. I just didn't sleep. Like, I just couldn't drown out the sound of the tent just being smashed to pieces. Oh.
We finally found a gravel road.
Steps in the property in question. We're seen as a haven for tax evasion, a place for the depraved to put that money they've made in. But the money they're making, it makes your savings look pitiful. 9 to 5s and jab rolls are too unpredictable for you to ever sit in.
First bikepacking ride complete, and we are both broken. Thomas isn't talking because it's been pretty traumatic. So we're currently in, is it the longest tunnel in Northern Europe?
Yeah, the Lærdal tunnel.
Okay, it's 24.5 kilometers long, and you're about to explain what this section is.
This is just for resting, because if you drive so far
Yeah.
and have a monotone view, right?
Yeah.
You may crash.
Currently parked up outside the garage that are very kindly fixing my van and having a super big sort out. I'm praying that this is the final fix on the van. So this is the front CV joint, the one that I didn't have the part for. I'm at a garage in Leikanger. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but the guys have just been amazing. And people say, oh, do I get frustrated with it braking? Well, no, not really, because the van has completely changed my life. Like, the happiness and the freedom that it gives me is worth every penny of maintenance that I put into it. I'm gonna head north, and with the help of Thomas, again, I mean, I keep saying the guy's name, but he has been just fundamental to this trip, and especially as time started to kind of slip by with all these problems, I can't even tell you how helpful the guy's been. Like, he's set me up with an amazing amount of Google Maps, places to ride, the best way to get to Lofoten, so I see the most mountains, and I just can't be more grateful for that. I should get it raised to that height. Front CV in there, you can see in there, nice and new. The other new one's up there as well, so looking tidy. This is where I've been set up for the last few days. The guys have been so kind to let me use the Wi-Fi and have coffee, and yeah, just been amazing. The hottest summer in Norway for 60 years, until of course I get my van back. Charging my GoPro stuff off my inverter, which was really reasonable actually, but has performed flawlessly. This thing has 2 mains plugs, 2 12-volt plugs and 4 USBs, and yeah, it's kept all the guys' stuff charged up, and I think it's about 90 quid off of eBay because my last one got stolen in Spain, so I didn't want to spend so much. Bike is obviously inside with me, and so excited to ride that tomorrow. Just check out this gravel road because the route looks really cool. An idiot abroad never gets tiring, so good.
The context where you can conjure currency needed, it's just some concept, it's nonsense. So you're seeing life through a fog lens, living day to day on what your job sends. But it's all the powers that be to put a stop to it quicker than 1, 2, 3. I see they're sitting on a pot of the same money. Well, that's what we've got from a democracy now.
Pulled over because I've just seen such a sick rig. Look at this. I've arrived at the Arctic Circle Centre. It's absolutely pissing it down. Literally come to the end of the road here. Super relieved to have a petrol pump here. We're starting to panic. In a place called Nordskog, amazing scenery. There's these really fancy huts over there to the right. It's too windy. I don't know the waters. And sometimes you just have to throw in the towel. I'm not risking it, not on my own. So just making my way to Lofoten. Hottest summer in 60 years, except when my van is actually working and I can do adventures, and then it is absolutely shocking. To be here in Lofoten just feels like the culmination of months and months of hard work and trying to save the money to do it, and obviously on top of that, Norway has hardly been plain sailing with the van, having problems and all that kind of thing. Unfortunately right now there is just big storms constantly. The last few days have just been torrential wind and rain, and I know that the weather is going to get better. I'm going to wait. I'm going to watch the rest of Harry Potter today and just take a day to sort of tidy the van a little bit, do some editing, do some work, and yeah, then I'm going to see how the weather looks a bit later on.
In the city, it is a mystery to me.
Chewbacca. The Italians are here.
Or you might well get swept up in the street. Those mindless drones, they leave their homes, but it's just to bring home the bacon. Cause all that money they've been making, it barely pays.
Ben was top chef, and then we had Alex. So tell us, Jamie, what are you going to rustle up for us tonight?
Considering this is the last supper because I'm going to park the van.
What happened, Alex? What has he done?
Can't see much, but I'm pretty sure there's noodles in the sink.
Look, there's more noodles in the sink than there are in the pan.
That's your portion, Jack. I know how hungry you are.
Jamie is a fully fledged Olympic athlete.
Working for that money, yeah, we're working for that money, yeah, we're working for that money until we stop. Working for that money, yeah, we're working for that money, yeah, we're working for that money until we drop. Everybody's cut throat and their suits are razor sharp. Working from the night time to light and then till dark. Got you home with the pace of the beat. My work gets swept up in the street, so you can get that warm up, that sterling, and then that roll up. My man, because I will come to the heroes, I will come to the chorus, I will burn it as I earn it, but I worked hard, so I deserve it before my back without a purpose. These cracks, it's not on purpose, and lonely, we are lonely, this is where the people come from, and if only, oh if only, you can see where we went wrong.